me like you really want to? Can you love me like you do your hustle? Can you feed me past the food and grubbing? Can you clean me like it's church on Sunday? In the tubbing, scrub a dubbing, clean the fountain, make a wish and throw 100. I might just blow it. Your heat ain't warming, your mountain's swollen.
Excuse me.
Yeah, you got levels, you good.
Alright. What is up, everybody? You are back for another special episode of the Real Hoodwives of Chicago with your favorite Scorpio from the West and South Side, Iman Loren M. Ooh, she's hyping me up. Okay, this is the first time. Today we have a very, 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 very special love of my life, but yes, we got DJ CaSera.
Hey,
not on the ones and twos, but on the mic.
True.
Big
facts.
Yes. How you feeling?
I feel.
Tell them how you really feel.
I feel. You know what? Actually, I feel really good. I just decided, that I'm going to drop T-shirts in the new year.
Oh, word.
Yeah.
You know what your T-shirts are gonna say?
On the back, it's gonna say, "Call me Zaddy if you nasty."
Are you nasty?
Hell yeah, I'm nasty.
Are you? Well, we're gonna find out.
I bet we are.
Do you like being called Zaddy?
Not at all.
Wait. So you're gonna have T-shirts that have people call you a name that you don't like to be called?
I said I don't mind being called.
Oh, you don't mind being called?
No, you supposed to call me that if you nasty. It's like an alter ego type of thing.
Really?
Yeah.
It's an alter ego?
Yeah.
What are some of your alter egos?
It's just like CaSera, DJ CaSera, and then Zaddy.
Okay, so like these are like your like aliases.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Are these like roles that you get into? Like, do you ever fuck as DJ CaSera?
No.
That's interesting.
Yeah, I don't.
Why?
I don't know.
Do you fuck as Zaddy?
Hmm? Oh, yeah.
So wait, I need to know, when you are fucking as Zaddy,
yes,
what is this role that is being played?
Fucking as Zaddy is like...
This shit is hilarious, right?
Okay, here it is, right? It's like whenever I have sex, I hope my mom does not listen to this.
It's on Apple Podcast now.
Whenever I have sex, period, like, I always go into it as CaSera. Because I just feel like hearing my name be moaned is like one of the sexiest things ever, right?
Okay.
I love it. I love the sound of it.
It does sound like it like moans sexually. Like, just talking it, CaSera is like...
See what I'm saying?
Ooh.
Yes.
Ooh, DJ CaSera. Ooh.
See, but no, I don't like that, though.
I could see why, because the DJ, like...
Yeah, like, DJing is, like, very, like... No, like, we, like, don't call me DJ CaSera in sex. Because I feel like I don't want to do, like, a disconnect.
Do you feel like you fucking a groupie when someone calls you DJ CaSera during sex?
No one's ever called me that. No.
Right, it doesn't even sound like that would happen.
Weird. I mean, I feel like if I am connected with you enough to have sex with you, you should know, like, my first name and how important my name is to me.
Right.
So you don't even want to call me DJ CaSera.
Right.
It's like a stage name almost. That's
right.
Weird. But, you know, if I'm in the middle of giving you head and you say daddy or zaddy, that's like overdrive mode. Like, you know, like Fast and Furious when they be driving, they hit the nitrous button?
Yes.
That is like nitrous that never runs out type of thing.
I feel you.
Yeah.
Okay, what else do you like to be called during sex?
I mean, like, babe, baby, the basics. But, like, CaSera and daddy, those, like, top two.
Are you a talker?
Not really.
Really?
I don't talk that much.
Oh, why? So
I mean,
like,
I talk enough, you know, like...
What's enough?
Enough? I ain't talking your fucking ear off.
I mean...
My mouth is usually preoccupied doing something else.
That's super valid, though. That is super valid, though. So I can't even be mad at that. But speaking of mouths...
What a great lead-in this is. Oh,
this is a segment called What's Your Thought Juice? Dun-dun-dun.
I fucks with it.
Thank you.
I like it.
What is your thought juice?
Ooh.
Well, what are we drinking?
Right now, we are drinking...
This is finna be such a lit episode.
Red's Wicked Apple Cider. I am a sucker for cider. If I go to a bar and they do not have the things needed to make my premier drinks, then I will just resort to a cider instead. But if I get my choice, I like kitty cocktails with vodka added to them, called a Dirty Shirley. It's called it because it's a Shirley Temple, but when you add vodka, it's a Dirty Shirley.
Oh my god.
I love those. This is my favorite drink.
Okay.
Thought juice wise, like Capriccio or Hennessy sidecars.
What the fuck is a Hennessy sidecar? I know
I don't
everything
know
there
what
is
is
about
in it.
Hennessy,
Look,
but what the fuck is that?
I don't know what's in a Hennessy sidecar, but if you ever go to the promontory,
Okay.
just order a Hennessy sidecar and
Okay.
then thank me later. Let me know what your experience is and then thank me later.
I will. I done got pretty fucked up at promontory before and then end up sucking someone's dick in the back of their car.
How'd that go?
It was great. I love sucking dick.
I'm proud of you.
Thank you. I just love giving head, period. I really enjoy it.
Same.
I like
Fucking
really
same.
get off from like getting head. Like I don't mind giving head. I'll just like be down there playing with myself until like I come and it's like, all right, now I'm done. Cause I'm pretty sure you done came by now. I done tasted it like twice.
What?
You know you can definitely taste when a woman comes.
I know.
Right. And so like I just be like, okay, but I haven't came yet, so just sit tight up there. Just sit tight. Just like wait. I'm finna come back up there. I gotta finish my business. I just gotta finish my business down there.
I feel.
Right. Do you okay. Speaking of sitting tight.
These lead-ins are so
I be trying to find a segue.
I love
anyway.
these transitions.
Thank you. Okay.
Yes.
So speaking of sitting tight.
Yes.
Is there a such thing as a loose pussy?
If there is, I have not encountered it yet.
Facts. I definitely do not believe that there is a such thing as a loose pussy. The only reason why I asked that though is because I definitely feel like there is a difference when like I haven't had sex in a while and like when like I've like probably like had sex like a week ago or something.
That's real.
You know, like that. Maybe I don't want to say loose pussy because that's such a terrible term, but maybe like.
Not as tight.
Not as tight. Is there a
I've experienced different levels of tightness, but not to where like there wasn't any type of tightness around my fingers type of thing. You good? I just said you took a drink.
So you finger?
Yes.
What else do you do?
Wow, you want to know everything right now.
Yeah.
Oh my
Can
God.
I mean, I asked before the interview. I was anything you do. Okay.
I know.
You be strapping bitches?
Actually, I do not like that.
You don't like strapping?
I do not.
Why don't you like strapping?
It doesn't do anything for me. I mean, like, it's a cool visual. It's a cool visual, right? But it's like...
Word? It's visually appealing.
It's a cool visual, but I don't know. I'm a huge fan of being able to, like, finger or, like, use a dildo on a girl and give her head at the same time.
Ah.
I can't do that with the strap.
Got it.
I don't know.
Okay.
I'm just not a huge fan of the strap.
I don't think I'm a huge fan of the strap neither.
Yeah.
I think I only use a strap on just to like get the feeling of getting my dick sucked.
So you wear the strap?
I don't.
Oh.
I don't. I have been strapped once before. And
how'd it go?
It was not bad, but that shit gets dry like really fast. Like my thing is like if you finna be fucking with a strap, you might as well be fucking in the shower. Like shower sex is equally bad. Like water is a terrible lubricant.
It is.
Like it's just like, and plus like she just like, it was just weird because like she was just like, you want to feel how wet I am from fucking you? I'm like, wait a minute, like we're shifting like between too many prisms right now. I was like, you clearly set this in my mind that like you was fucking me like a nigga right now. Like I'm like so confused, but it was okay.
I feel
it was okay. I just personally am not for a strap, but toys though, oh yes.
Yeah, toys for sure.
Toys are what's that toy that like is pink, it lights up, it does the.
Talk about it's pink and it lights up. Is it a rabbit?
Yeah, because it had two little.
Yeah, like
bunny ears.
Like one for insertion and one for clit stimulation.
Oh.
Did you not know that was?
I mean, that's what I kind of figured, but it was far down on the base. So I was just like, oh, got it. So when it goes,
when you insert it in.
Okay, so audience, so because you can't see our hands, so we're talking about this sex toy that is a dildo, but at like the base of the handle, there's like two looking bunny ears type. And once you insert it all the way in,
the two little bunny ears
wrapped around your
clit.
Yeah. Ooh. You got any sex toys?
I do. I have a vibrator and a double-sided dildo.
Oh my god! You are a savage! Oh my god!
No, I'm not.
So wait, like, is it like a type thing? Like y'all just.
What does this clap mean? I don't know.
I mean, have you ever seen Requiem for a Dream?
What?
Have you ever seen this movie called Requiem for a Dream?
No, what's that?
Go watch it when you get home. But it's this crazy ass movie that's just about like addictions and shit like that. But it's this like last scene where it's like there's a girl, she's at this party fucking for some coke. And the ringmaster of the party, he was like, ass to ass. And like they had like a double.
I've never done ass to ass.
I don't think they put it in the ass, but they was definitely just.
So are you asking if I've done like pussy?
Yeah, like when you fucking somebody, like you. Okay.
With the double sided.
So you all wear it at the same time.
Yeah, I did it like that like once or twice.
That's hot.
Yeah.
Do you scissor?
No.
Is scissoring a myth? I don't think it's a myth.
It's not a myth. Actually, I have one friend that does it. I mean, now I guess
it's really not a myth. I'm not gonna even lie.
Now I have two friends that do it because he was submitted, but
yeah, it's not a myth.
Outside of y'all two, I don't know anybody else that does it.
So I was.
What do you get out of it?
Okay, I'm gonna just tell you why. It's so I was just talking to this about with my friend. And, like, we was talking about, like, why is it that whenever I get on top, I can always come? And she was like, duh, bitch, it's because you rubbing your clit. And I was just like, oh, it makes all the sense now. Because literally, whenever I get on top of a dick, it's, like, the scooting.
The rocking motion.
The rocking motion. So, like, it's like my clit is, like, being rubbed. And so she was like, yes, bitch, you better have him put his thigh up against your... I'm like... That's doing a lot. I can't see a guy possibly like. I don't know.
Don't ask me. I've never had sex with a guy, so I don't know what to tell you.
Oh, word! So you've been a lesbian since birth?
I guess in essence, okay. What?
When did you know that you only liked women?
I started to like explore it right before I graduated 8th grade because I had this crush on this girl. Her name was Keisha. And we actually, so we actually met on Tagged. That's how far back this shit was. We met on Tagged, but ended up going to the same high school. And she was like beautiful.
Oh my God.
Beautiful.
Tagged.
Short with a beautiful body. She had pretty green natural eyes too. She was just really, really pretty. But we never kissed or anything. I didn't have my first kiss until I was 16.
Was it with a girl?
It was.
It
was my 16th birthday.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Thank you.
Congratulations. Happy birthday.
Thank you so much.
Have you ever had any interactions with men? Like sexually, intimately, or anything like that?
I kissed a dude once on a dare at some party I went to because we were drunk.
Oh my God.
That was it.
Yeah.
Worst kiss ever.
Yeah?
Women do everything better. That's it.
That's real.
Women do everything better.
That's real. Yeah. Do you want to get married?
I do, but no time soon.
Yeah, that's super real. Just like when you see like a part of your future, do you see part of that in a marriage?
I never looked at it.
Okay.
I never thought about it, but I also think that stems from like the fact that I've never had a marriage to like look up to growing up.
Right.
So like my mom and her husband, they've been together for almost 21 years now, but their marriage is nothing to be idolized. None of my mom's friends have been like happily married. So marriage is never like something that I was like, oh yeah, like I want to get married. You know, like other girls, like they would plan their weddings and stuff, and that was just never me. Yeah. I was always like, but I'm trying to make money.
Yes, precisely.
That's it.
Precisely.
You know? But it'd be cool to like just share like the fruits of my labor with someone. I want to have kids. But yeah, I mean, marriage might happen. I don't know. I gotta find somebody that can deal with my bullshit.
I feel you.
And deal with like.
When's your birthday?
August 26th.
So you're
Virgo. Leo cusp.
Yes. How do you identify?
As in sexuality?
Like, yeah.
Lesbian.
Okay.
Or gay. Either. It doesn't.
Okay.
I don't care what
so like, when you are like dating another woman, does the conversation of kids come up? Because I was dating a woman, and like...
If it's like a serious relationship, then
yeah. And so, like, do you ever see yourself, like...
Carrying? I want to carry a daughter.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh! I would have never thought that.
No,
I'm so glad we're having this conversation because
you're learning so much.
I am, but also like you're providing like the world to see yourself in like more lens than what they just like want to assume you as.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? So thank you for like trusting me with this. So I appreciate that.
Course.
Okay, so I want to get to some of these terms.
That's fine.
Because we had such a fun time talking about
that
this.
was so long ago.
It was so fucking... I was literally...
I'm surprised you even brought it up.
Yes, because I was literally just talking to Jamila about it. She was like, so what are y'all going to talk about? I'm like, gee. She taught me all these fucking terms. And she was like, what terms? All right, so...
Let's do it. I need
are
some
you...
drink for this shit.
For real? How dim is your... Oh my gosh, she's such a thought, y'all. She's such a thought.
Like cider.
I feel you. Walking out.
You really like nowhere.
Go ahead. I mean.
Oh man. Catch up. Damn.
I will. Mustard. No, that's fine. Okay. What is a pillow princess?
A pillow princess is conventionally it's a femme that does not return sexual favors. Like she just lays there to receive. Mm-hmm. Like she doesn't give head. She doesn't really finger or anything. She's just there to get hers and that's it.
Do you like pillow princesses?
No.
Okay. I mean, some people do.
Sorry, I didn't.
Some people do. I personally don't like a pillow princess. My thing is like, if I'm with a woman, I definitely want neither one of us to be a pillow princess.
Big facts.
If I'm with a dude, I don't mind being a pillow princess. If he wants me to be that. Like if he set up the occasion for me to like be a pillow princess for the night, okay, who am I to say no? But I'm gonna get bored. I'll be like, nigga, like let me do something. Right. Like I wanna play. Right.
Like your mama like you inside
like, let me out. I wanna play.
Well, my friends playing. I wanna play.
Okay. So we have pillow princess.
Right.
What was the other one? A touch me not?
A touch me not. Right. So a touch me not and a pillow princess go perfectly together hand in hand.
Really?
Yeah, because a touch me not is typically a stud that does not like to be touched.
Okay.
In a sexual way.
Okay, so that's like breast, vaginal, anything.
Mainly just vaginal, but some like don't want to be touched at all, period.
Right.
And they get their pleasure from pleasuring someone else.
Okay.
So a pillow princess just wants to be pleasured. Mm-hmm. A touch me not just wants to give pleasure.
Okay.
And a touch me, that's why them two.
So it's like a brat and a brat tamer.
Exactly.
Okay, that's
See,
cute.
I don't get that touch me not shit.
Why?
I'm gonna touch me now. Like, what do you mean?
Oh my god. Okay, so wait, so like you identify as like lesbian gay, yes. Right? What are the other terms that you associate with that as? And I don't want to like list them because I'm confused on this.
I got you. So I'm just go down the whole list. So you have like femme.
Okay.
You have stem.
Okay.
You have stud. You have no label.
Okay.
Is androgynous. That can also fit in there as well. Then you have like the pillow princess, the touch me not. Then you can have like soft stud.
Oh my god, this is a long list.
Or you can have like aggressive femme.
Oh my god.
Yeah, those are like all the main ones.
Okay, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
That's on the top of my head. There could be more. So
there could be more.
This, so they may be listening like she missing 4. Identifies whatever. If I miss you, I'm sorry.
It's fine. I think that, but this is like good enough for me because I'm completely oblivious to like what this shit means. But I feel like this is also a good education lesson because not that I experienced it personally, but I just feel empathetic towards lesbian gay women for other women wanting them to and I don't know which term this fits in, but like Patricia, somebody has this poem called like Lesbian Twitter or Lesbian Tinder.
Yeah.
And Lesbian Tinder wants a stud with a femme face or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Right? Shout out to Pat. I'll give y'all notes on that later. So what do you identify as?
I identify as no label.
Okay.
The most. Yeah.
Facts. Okay, cool. So what is the difference between a femme and a STEM?
So a femme is just feminine. It's like, what's the difference between a femme and a straight woman?
Right.
Can you tell the difference?
No.
Exactly.
Right.
A femme.
Right.
You can never tell the difference, which is a problem. Like, anything like wear a rainbow or something.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, identify yourself, because I don't be knowing nothing.
Right.
So that's a femme. They just...
So I could be considered a femme.
Yeah,
Okay, cool.
For sure. STEM is... Let's do stud first. So stud is like a masculine woman.
Okay.
So like they wear like...
They wear male's apparel.
Right, they wear male's apparel. You know, they...
Okay, so because I wear men's apparel as well, but like,
But you
is
always
it also
keep
like
the feminine side that shows through more.
Right.
So like you come off like as a tomboy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But,
You better
yeah.
let us know, cashier.
Oh yeah, I guess tomboy is another one.
Okay.
Yeah, so tomboy. Yeah.
Okay, so tomboy and like STEM are on the same way.
Yeah, they could be.
Okay.
They could be for sure.
But a stud is just
Like super masculine. Like most studs are. Let me rephrase that. Most touch me nots are studs.
okay.
There we go.
Okay. Cool.
And then you have a STEM, which is like a fusion of the two. So like a STEM could also be interchangeable with a tomboy, to where they have their days where they dress feminine, days where they dress more masculine. Or you have like some STEMs that
I like STEM.
Yeah.
I really feel like I might be a STEM.
That's fine, and that's cool.
I like this.
But you also have like some STEMs where like they have the appearance of a stud, but like the emotional makeup of a femme. And vice versa, where like they dress like a femme but act like a stud.
Do you think emotional makeup plays a part in these labels or roles?
They can. I do feel like the way you carry yourself emotionally can also depict how other people will view you.
Yeah.
Heavily. Yeah.
I get that. I think that when I was in a relationship, I don't want to say I was in a relationship, but I was dating this woman before. And to the outside world, she was more aggressive. But behind closed doors, I won.
I need you to add cameras to your podcast.
You're like the third person that told me that.
You need to add cameras to this because your face is funny as hell.
It was just, and so like whenever I would tell people, they'd be like, "Really?" And they looked at it and they'd be like, "Oh, that makes total sense now." And I'm like,
I know what you're talking about. That's real.
"Oh my god!"
Because you said it to me before. That's why I know.
Well, yeah. I mean,
it's okay.
It's okay. It's okay. So
happen.
What's an aggressive femme?
Aggressive femme is just someone she's feminine but very like aggressive in the way that she moves and the way she carries herself. So she can be like aggressive, you know, in the bedroom or just the way she takes charge of a relationship, stuff like that. I mean, like, it sounds cliche, but like quotes around this, the one that wears the pants in the relationship.
Right. I get that. I think
whatever that means.
So is the aggressive femme more for cuckolding?
More for what?
What's it? Cuckolding? Cuckold?
What is that?
Cuckolding?
Define it. I've heard the word, but I don't really know the
I think it's like when you fuck somebody else in front of your partner,
That's what
and
that
they're
is?
humiliating your partner, but your partner gets off of the humiliation.
I have no idea.
I personally do not watch cuckold.
I've never watched it.
I don't watch that type of porn.
I know what you're trying to say. I know the spelling of it. I don't know. That's a really good question.
Okay.
I'm going to call a professional who may have a better answer.
Okay.
I don't have the answer. I'm not a pro.
What type of porn do you like?
Actually, you know what? I like, first of all, it has to be black.
You can't watch white meat?
I can't watch white meat, no.
You like white puseta?
No.
You ever fucked a white girl before?
No.
Okay. Congratulations.
Thank you. Well, congratulations. Thank you. I really, really like gay male porn.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my god. Sure, you are so fucking perfect. I fucking love you. That was not an answer. I was like,
yeah. Gay male or lesbian porn. Those are like my two go-tos. This is why you need cameras. They can see this reaction.
I'm getting so much fulfillment right now.
Wow, I'm so glad I can bring this to you on this level.
Okay, I'm glad you can too. If you need some more, we got some wine in the fridge. So, what is it about gay porn? Like, can you tell me? Like, gay male porn. Like, what does it do for you? Like, just talk to me.
It just looks so passionate.
Really?
Yeah.
I've never seen it. I've always been scared to watch it.
No, you gotta watch it. Yeah.
I think because Sex and the City done give a bad rub to it. You know, they used to watch it on some, we're gonna get drunk with the girls. That's my shit. I don't even lie.
Sex in the City. But I also feel like you shouldn't have, like, fears when it comes to exploring sexuality and what you like.
Yeah. Okay, so, like, what do you...
It's just, I don't know. It's just something about, like, it's, like, aggressive but passionate.
Okay.
I feel like that Beyonce, the Tyra Banks meme. She's like, ho, but making fashion.
So, wait, does it look painful?
No.
Okay. Do you think that gay porn is educational?
I definitely think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like, do you think that gay porn can teach you how to have anal sex? I'm pretty sure.
Yes. Certain ones that you watch, yes.
Okay.
Because you will be able to, like, it depends on, like, which ones you watch. But, like, in certain ones, like, if you like a plot story, like, you'll see
reality porn.
Yeah, basically, like, certain videos will show, like, how they prep for it, which I feel like is very, very important. That a lot of people skip that step of understanding how to properly prepare yourself for anal sex. That's important. It can also teach you, like, how to properly go about insertion, so that way you do not hurt yourself. And things of that nature. So,
wow. I just might watch some gay porn tonight. I don't know. It's something about... We talked about this on the first episode, how, like, I have no problem being somebody's, like, slave bitch.
We know.
You know. Remember we was at Steak and Eggers and I was telling Kimmy loves that story. Have I told that? Did I tell that story in the first episode?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Go ahead and tell them.
Okay, so audience.
Let them know what it is. This is like my 5th time hearing this.
She loves it. She loves hearing it every time. So y'all probably heard it before. My fantasy is I want to be tied up on like a Red X door or something in like a dungeon, or I just most recently changed it to like a carpentry house. Like a wood shed.
Okay.
But my original choice was a closet.
Yes, it was.
A closet.
Which is more realistic of a choice.
Yes, blindfolded for about 3 hours. Right? And then I just...
No, right. Ain't nobody agreeing with this right now.
I think this is great. I think it's a personal crucifixion.
Hey, whatever gets you there, look.
Yo.
If you love it, I'll support you.
Are you into BDSM?
I haven't ever tried this. The most that I've ever done is like being handcuffed and then being blindfolded, but never at the same time.
Okay. Do you do the blind cuffing, or do they do it? Have they done it to you?
Both.
Do you like to be the aggressor, or do you find yourself like...
I find myself more times than not being the aggressor, but I also like being the submissive from time to time.
Okay, what does submission look like to you? Because submission to me might look differently than submission to you.
Submission to me damn near looks like me being a pillow princess. I was playing. Yeah,
no, it's real. That's for real.
No, submission to me is like just following orders of whoever my partner is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you a brat?
No.
Okay. I'm a brat.
Well, I mean, in what way? Define brat.
So a brat in the BDSM world is like a taunting submissive. So like we enjoy talking back, and we enjoy the punishment given to us.
No, I'm not a brat.
Because I think like at the end of the day, I dream of having one consistent dom.
Okay.
Like from now till who the fuck knows when. But I would really love like one consistent dom who like text me and send me Ubers, like text me like wear this, Uber be outside in 5 minutes.
Oh.
And, like, I'm like, cool, I'm at the warehouse now. And, like, it's just, like, a palette of instructions for me. And, like, I obey them, like, until I choose not to obey them.
And then when you don't obey them, then you get punished. And you like to punish.
Yeah, slap in my face. spit in my mouth or something.
Okay.
It's hot, you know?
Yeah.
But like, don't shove like no dildo up my ass, like.
Yeah, because that would be messed up.
Yeah, but I've most recently been getting into ass play.
And how do you like it so far?
I'm not gonna even lie. I've definitely been coming from my ass, which has been like really fucking strange to me.
Yeah.
Like, I was getting my pussy ate, and like it was like there's a finger being played with my ass, and like that's what was getting me off, and I was just like, wow. Have you ever had anal sex before?
I have.
What do you think of it?
The first time I had it.
Did you? Was it?
Let me get it.
Go ahead. She's a tempered drinker.
The first time it ever happened was in the back of my car.
Anal sex in the back of your car?
Well, she ate my ass in the back of the car.
Oh my god!
It was like her first time
I am so surprised by you right now.
It was a surprise to me. I did not see it coming.
Okay.
I was not prepared. It was cool. You know, it was fine. It's not like something that I require, but I definitely don't mind like a finger in the butt type of thing. And not like fully in, but like just like rubbing.
Right, you like a rim job.
Yeah, basically.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
All right, so trying to.
If Brittany hears it, she gonna let. I already can hear Brittany.
Why? What would you say?
I don't know, cause I feel like I could have sworn Brittany was talking shit one day about like people who eat ass. And, like she did a poll on her Instagram or something. Like what's worse?
She can't talk shit about that.
I could have sworn maybe it wasn't her. I could have sworn it was her though. I could have sworn she told me that I was nasty because I told her that I have eaten ass.
I have definitely eaten ass before. I definitely eaten ass before. I'm like
of a male or of a female?
Of a
or did they not
woman. I am of a woman.
Okay.
But since we're fucking going there,
I mean, you opened this whole.
I really did it. Okay, let's hear me out. Look, this is like, oh my gosh, is this like the episode where like it all comes out? Like this is episode 3, so it's like my favorite number. My favorite fucking number. Okay. Just being real, I have never eaten a man's ass before. Do I think about it? Yeah. Would I totally eat my husband's ass? Yeah. I do have a very strong desire of like licking under the balls. Like that like
well, I don't know what that is, so
I don't know. I don't know if they call it the taint or something like that.
I thought the taint skin between
right. That's what I thought was the woman's taint or whatever. But I do know that men but men have a much longer taint, especially like when you like pull their balls and lift it up. So it goes from like their scrotum, and then it's like a smooth.
I'm really learning a lot here. This news to me.
Before I moved to Columbia, I was in a relationship for like 3 or 4 years, and like we done dinner, did everything, and I was just like, I just really just want to lick under your balls because it's so smooth down there. No hair grows right there, and he let me do it. And it was cool with me. And then I found out later that like eating men's ass was a thing, and I was just like, I'm not completely there yet. But hey, I definitely watch rim jobs in porn though for men. Like I watch there's this like couple, this black couple, like really tatted, and they're just like all into like holistic shit. And like she be like shaving his ass on camera and like oiling it up, giving him back massages and shit. I'm like, this bitch sensual as hell. And then she'll just like go in. I'm just like, so liberating. Yeah.
Sounds beautiful. This drink is it.
Is it? Because you licked the phone. I can't wait till we get cameras. Maybe season 3. If y'all want cameras to come up in the Real Hoodwives Chicago, let us know.
Cameras, I gotta come back.
Please do, because the reason why I didn't want to have cameras is because when I originally made this podcast, it was just for like women in films, and I felt like it was way more important to like listen to us than to hear us, than to see us and then listen to us. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you ain't got no choice, just imagine us.
Yeah.
And so if you're a true follower, you'll know what we look like because I posted on Instagram. Okay. Anyway.
Oh man.
Okay. So
I went to radio. I want people to hear this stuff rather than see it.
That's how the Breakfast Club works, right?
Yeah. Well, I mean, Breakfast Club, you can see him too. But yeah, you mainly just hear it.
Do you what's it like working in, like, why don't you tell the people, like, what do you do? What's your profession? Like,
Got you. So I work at WGN Radio as a producer, and I'm also a full-time DJ. And it's very. I actually was talking about this in therapy the other day.
You in therapy?
Yeah.
I'm so fucking jealous. Every black person I talk to is in therapy right now.
No one knows. I mean, now people will know, but I literally don't really tell anybody that I go to therapy.
Congratulations. No, that's something to be proud of. That's something to be very proud of. I think we've shunned black people for therapy for a long time, and we just wrapped it up in white people issues.
Hell yeah.
So congratulations, especially.
Thank you. But yeah, I was in therapy the other day, and I was talking about, like, how I feel like so much of a torn between working in radio and being a DJ. Because like with being mixed, like I was raised in my all white like household, and the only black person in the house was my mom's husband, but he's not my father. And like I always felt that he wasn't, so it wasn't like I ever went to him for anything, because I could just tell like we do not click for whatever reason, and I knew that when I was like 4 or 5 years old, so I would never go to him. But it was like growing up, color was never talked about. So when I was in elementary school, one day my mom picked me up, and all the kids asked me, I said like, "Oh, who picked you up from school yesterday?" And I'm like, "Oh, my mom. Why?" And one of the kids was like, "Oh, are you adopted?" And I was like, "No, that's just my mom." And they're like, "Oh, well, your mom looks like my mom." And I didn't get what they meant by that, because I'm just like, well, that's just my mom. Like, what do you mean, am I adopted?
Your mom.
Right. So I brushed it off. You know, I didn't really pay attention to it. But anyways, I feel like with working, like, as a DJ, working with, like, YCA and, like, all of these spaces that, you know, I'm allowed to explore my blackness and understand what it means to be a black woman, like, you know, in the world, is, like, a whole different thing compared to, like, being in radio where I work with predominantly all white people, mainly white men.
Right.
So it's like when anything controversial happens in the city, it's like the white side of me is at WGN having to report on a news story from just a fact standpoint. But then like the black side of me wants to be with like my YCA people and like, you know, like the people that I see that are on the front lines doing these protests. Like I want to go out there and like be in these marches and in these rallies, and it's like I'm just torn between the two. Right. Like even when they did the reading of was it the Mike Brown case on October 5th?
The one that most recently passed?
Yeah.
I think it was. We can do
Mike
a
Brown,
fact
right?
check. It was probably Mike Brown, but it was probably.
I'm pretty sure it was. Cause I know it was the day before.
You talking about the one that they just did most
October
recently?
5th.
Yeah.
It was the day before my grandfather passed. Let me double check this because I do not want to mess that up. Let's see. As we type into our cellular devices.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna edit this out, but a nigga just texted me tweaking on me, so I had to instantly bring these screenshots. Like, baby, I definitely been texting you. I'm trying to bring that dick on me now.
Wait, was it Laquan McDonald?
That's who I think it was.
Was it Laquan McDonald?
Laquan McDonald.
I think so. Okay.
So you were.
Yes, my apologies.
No,
Laquan
you're
McDonald. It's like when.
Yes, October 20th.
Yes, when the reading of the Laquan McDonald case is coming out, I was actually at WGN, and I had to, you know, slightly help them get prepared for the verdict to come out because the show that I had just produced went off the air, but everyone was kind of like on standby to try to help as ever needed. But in that, you know, some of my coworkers had to go out into the streets to, you know, get like live recording. But, you know, before they left, I told them like, hey, you know, there are going to be protesters out there, and there will be some protesters that don't have the proper like motives behind like their rallies, and like if something does break out, be careful, because even though you are there for the radio station, you may become a target. Even though you're just there to capture sound bites and interview them, you may be a target of whatever happens next. So be safe. So it's like I have one side of me having to do that, but on the other front, like, you know, as I'm helping them cover these like televised events, I'm seeing people that I work with, that I see all the time, out there with signs and posters ready to march, and do whatever else. So it's like I'm just trapped in the middle.
In the middle. And
it's like I don't have no one at the job is like me. I'm the only biracial person there. There's not many black people there. I'm the only out lesbian there. It's like no one there is going to understand what is going on in my mind at all.
But you also work with another podcast that we are familiar with. Shout out to the Corner Store.
That's my people. Shout out to Kevin and Tara. Yeah. They're on WGN, and I actually got my job at WGN because of Kevin.
Okay, that's beautiful.
because of Kevin and myself.
Yes, absolutely.
Kevin helped me get in the door, and then what I did throughout college got me the job for sure. But working with them is beautiful because I meet so many creators, and that's honestly like probably one of the best podcasts that we have at the station because it's like the show that brings in the most diversity and covers the most art forms.
Right.
Now, we have all these different live shows and they'll bring in like a singer or whatever have you, but most of the singers are white and most of the guests are white and most of the comedians are white. Like it's just
they provide some breathing room for you.
Yeah, and I love when I get to work with them because it just feels like home. It feels like a warm hug that you've been wanting.
Yeah.
So I love when it comes to I get to record with them or we do remotes. Like we always do
What's
remotes? Remote is when you go somewhere else and remotely record the podcast.
Yeah, so it's like when they be doing their live podcast. Yeah. I love that. I want to do one of those one day.
Just remote. Just go somewhere and set up and record.
That's hot. Yeah. Do you find this to be a male dominated industry that you're in?
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. But I knew that going in. But even when I was in high school, like I graduated in the top 10 of my class. And my class of graduate was the first ever class where out of the top 10, it was more women than men.
Okay.
To do it.
Congratulations.
Which was different. Thank you. And I originally wanted to go study forensic science. And I knew that was also a male-dominated industry. And then I switched and went into radio. And I went to Columbia. But even at Columbia, it was primarily white men. And I found like 3 or 4, black kids that I had classes with, and we just became super tight. And then, I did internships, but every internship that I did, it was primarily white male. And all throughout my 4 years, I had different personalities. And there would be personalities of color telling me that I would have to leave Chicago to make it. I would never, ever get a job fresh out of college in Chicago. It was impossible. And the more they said it, I'm like, oh, y'all talking to the wrong bitch. I'm not the one. And I'm not the one. But it was just crazy just to have so many people come in my face and say like, yeah, you're doing good, you're doing great, everything you should be doing. It still won't be enough.
Right.
And that was like, no. Because I've seen more than enough people do it. I'll be damned if I'm in what you think I won't do. Like, I don't need you to bring your limitations to me. Just because you couldn't do it doesn't mean that I won't do it.
Right.
So when I graduated, I was on a mission. And
you built a seat at the table.
Yeah, I had to. And, Kevin helped me get into the room, which was beautiful. And my boss is actually a white woman. I work at one of the few stations where one of the higher ups is a white female. And she's awesome. And she actually does not like hiring more white people. It's hilarious. Like, she loves adding diversity to the station.
I do also want to give this a section to plug you in, but a lot of people don't know, like, I've been talking about this podcast forever, right? Forever. And you was an original person in like the planning process of this podcast because you was trying to help me get into like WGN, right?
Yeah.
And I just wanted to like thank you for that so much because even though I couldn't get there, just like your constant trying and like not like just being patient with me with checking in consistently with you, like that's shit that I need. Like I can always take a no. But what I can't take is just, like, drywall.
Yeah.
Like, it's like, I'm cool with you telling me no, like, but I'm also cool with, like, you letting me know, like, what's happening a step of the way. And so I just wanted to, like, thank you for that.
Aww, yes. I feel like I don't know. I feel like the day that you stop dreaming is the day you stop growing. Because, like, I still ask people now, like, what do you want to be when you grow up? And they'll be like, well, I'm grown. And I'm like, why are you grown? Like, what you mean you grown? Like, you stop growing?
Right.
That's it? So I feel like the moment that you set a goal and you want to achieve it, like, you just got to keep going for it.
That's
like,
real.
I don't believe in letting a no stop you from anything. Period. Period.
Okay. Segue.
What do you find a good segue?
I found a great segue with the no though.
Okay.
What do you do?
Oh man.
How definite do no's stand with you during sex?
Very definite.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, well, if it's like a
can you
no
like
please
stop,
then it's like
okay.
If it's like a no daddy stop, then you can tell them between like a stop but keep going type of stop.
Like a stop.
Right, one of those like it's not serious. They're just saying that, and then you like a stop, like no, like I'm good, stop. Like the whole demeanor changes.
Right. So it is. So would you say that it is essentially then bigger than just like hearing the words?
I feel like you definitely feel it in the actions.
Right. Okay.
For sure, you can definitely feel like a change in body language. You have to definitely read all senses to understand it.
Right.
But I don't know. I've never experienced a sexual moment where whatever I did passed a boundary that the person wasn't comfortable with, because I always make it a point to ask them what they like and don't like before we engage in sex. Yeah.
We talked about this in the second episode, where how like I would be on a date with a dude, and I would bring up the topic of sex just to know like what this nigga's about. Like I don't want to see anything further with you if you don't eat pussy. Period. Right.
Okay.
So, but instantly that would like shift the whole interest. You know what I'm saying?
What?
Like that will like be like the main focus. It's like, oh, now you're talking about sex, so that means you about it. So
like you're talking about sex, I can't talk about nothing else now.
Right. Right. So how do you like coax or have those conversations healthily about sex and about what you all like, but also like still keep like a fair medium?
I feel like it depends on the person's maturity level. I feel like there's not really, if you're just having like an honest conversation with someone about like their sexual preferences and whatever else, and they can't like think about anything else, then that's a reflection of them and not you. Like the same way we're having this open dialogue about sexual preferences and what we prefer and like different things like that, right? But we're still able to talk about whatever else because we have that mentality where it's not only sexualized.
Yes.
But if someone can't do that with you, that's a reflection of them, not you. Especially if you know that you're not like leading them on while you're talking about it, like you're not leaning all over them, whispering in the ear with the questions, like you're sitting across from them, next to them, openly talking to them, and they can't change like their focus. That's on them and not you. You need to drop them. You're childish. That's it.
So you mentioned something, I can't remember where you had said it, but you mentioned something about outing, right?
Outing.
Yeah, it was, and I don't think it was outing in the way in which I'm going to talk about, but you just said the word outing. I think it was just with like the people that she was working with. Okay, but there has been a lot of outing happening.
Yes.
In the Chicago community.
Yes.
I'm not that aware of it because I haven't seen it. I'm just hear by hearsay, but can you like enlighten me as to like what's been happening lately?
I actually don't know. I don't know anything about it, which is probably a pro and a con.
So I heard there was a Chicago Facebook page.
Okay. Of course it was a Facebook.
Of course it was a Facebook page. But it was an outing page created predominantly for LGBTQIA men. If it was a DL page, a download page.
See, I didn't hear about that. We heard about one with like men with beards or something like that.
Wait.
That were cheating on their girls.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa. I didn't hear about that one.
My mom got added to that group. How? I'll never know. But She had the whole rundown. I was like, who added you to this group?
Oh, that's all you got to do is give the older person a group page.
I was like, Mom, who added you to this group? Like, you're married. Like, why are you in this group? So when her friends added her, I was like, okay, whatever. But yeah, I don't know anything about the outing page. I know there used to be, when I was in high school, there was one.
It was an outing page?
Yeah, it was on Instagram. That was on Instagram.
We had a burn page on Instagram. It was just like somebody was just trolling.
Hey.
And we had no idea who it was. Like
disrespectful. Just disrespectful. It's childish.
I always think about
I think it's wrong. Like I just think it's wrong in all aspects. Especially if you're outing someone that is like hiding it for you still checking when I'm at?
No, I was making sure if you wanted some more.
Oh girl.
I beat you right now. I'm like pretty lit.
It's alright, I'll catch up. No, I feel like it's just wrong to out someone, period. Because that's their story to tell when they're ready. But if you, I don't know, because someone recently asked me if I knew someone that was on the DL had a STD or something else, would I tell people to avoid them? And that is also partially a form of outing.
Yeah.
But it's like if you go to that person and tell them like, hey, you should stop, and there's like no. It's like at what level do you step out to, protect your friends and loved ones? So that is also very, very tricky. But I feel like if you're just doing it just to be petty and just like to throw shade to an extent is wrong. But if it came down to like me having to protect a loved one or a friend, or even like an acquaintance, I'd have to out the person. And I wouldn't publicly do it, but I would at least tell the person.
Do it in a way where your friend would know.
Yeah, just tell my friend like, hey,
I feel like just telling your friend is like that's enough outing.
Right, but some people may look at that. Well, that's wrong. You're still outing the person. It's like, okay, I am, but it's for the health of you. Right. So
I was fortunate enough to not needing to be closeted. My mom was like, and still is like very loving and very receptive to who I am and to like who I choose to love. So I always think about myself in positions of like being in the closet, and I was talking to someone who chooses to be on the down low. And the reason why they choose to be on the down low is just for the same reason why I'm thinking a lot of people choose to be for family's sake, for just that whole idea's sake. So, again, I can never know where that comes from personally.
Right.
I'm not speaking on that. I'm not speaking for anyone.
Yeah.
I think just the downright outing of anybody for comedic and entertainment purposes is wrong. It's just wrong. It's just wrong, period. But anyway, we can move.
That's wrong.
We can move to a happier note. Let's see. Do I have a happier note?
You should have a happier note. You know what? I can tell my outing story. It's pretty funny.
You have an outing story?
Yeah, when I came out to my mother.
How was that?
It was like, looking back on it now, it was absolutely hilarious. And I'm so thankful for the mother that I have because she is beyond loving.
Shout out to the loving moms.
Yes, my mother is just a force to reckon with. She is an amazing individual. It was my freshman year. It was the day before we went on winter break. And she was cooking dinner, and it was my freshman in a public school. And she was asking me like how the semester was going and if I had seen any cute boys. And I was like, no, I'm so
good on them boys.
I wasn't thinking about boys though, but I wasn't thinking about girls either. It wasn't like a focus in my head. And when she said, have you seen any cute boys? And I was like, nah. She was like, any cute girls? And I was like, no. Like I'm still like getting accustomed to being in a new school. And she was like, well, if you do like girls, it's okay. You know that, right? And I was like, Mom, it has to be because your best friend does drag and is openly gay. Like, you can't have you have me grow up around these people that are openly out and explore their sexuality so freely. And then you can't, like, be mad at me if I'm gay. Like,
right.
you can't do that.
It's backwards.
And she was like, I want you to know that I would love you either way. And I'm like, yeah, I know. So we went to sleep. We woke up in the morning. She left before me. And I used to leave my phone at the house. So before I left the house to catch the bus, I text her, like, you know what, Mom, I think I am gay. And she texts back. She was like, yeah, I know. Have a good day in school. And that was it.
That's a beautiful
and we didn't say anything else about it. That was it.
That's a beautiful story. I really wish I had a coming out story, but I don't. Like, you know, my mom, like, I was just like, yeah, I eat pussy too.
Cool. That's a real cool way to tell your mom.
Yeah, my mom, she was like, okay, well.
Good luck.
Just be good in all your dealings.
There you go.
Be safe. Have fun.
Yeah.
And so, you know, yeah, I don't know.
That's real.
Damn it, I had a fucking question, but I forgot what the fuck.
Was it a really good question?
It kind of was. It kind of was.
One?
It was just like a juicy, nosy question. Damn, because it literally just circled back around my mind, and I literally just forgot.
Now she stopped recording, it's going to pop right over your head.
Oh my God.
You know, okay. I got to edit this shit,
Damn, I know I'm going to have to edit this shit out, but ooh. Okay, now I know what I was going to ask you. Boom. Do you do drag?
No. I thought about it though.
I really want to do drag. I really want to do drag. Like, I want to do drag, like, as a woman. Like,
really?
Yes.
I want to do drag as a man.
Really?
Yeah.
We should do it together.
Can a woman do drag as a woman?
I can. I checked in with Britt today.
Okay, cool.
She said
I wasn't sure.
I definitely texted. I was like, can I do woman as a drag? She was like, for costume or for confidence? I was like, definitely for confidence. Like, I even have my drag name.
What is it?
Bitchley Gilbert.
I like it. That shit cool.
She named me that. That's why I love her so much.
I love
Britt Tanae got a shout out in like every fucking episode. Like,
when I tell you, Britt Tanae has taught me so much. Like, I'm forever grateful for Britt Tanae. She's just so. I'm actually, you know, I'm grateful for all the teaching artists at YCA. Cause like y'all like cousins that I never got to have.
Same.
Y'all like the favorite cousins I never got to have.
The favorite cousins I never got to like. Fuck my cousins. Like, I don't really like none of them. I
got to have those cousins, but like y'all are just so loving and like always checking up on me. Like even with the passing of my grandpa, like y'all, like all y'all would just constantly check up on me all the time, and y'all still check up on me now to this day. Like. Man, I love y'all beyond words.
We love you so much, and we love you for all the work that you do, especially for just the little accountability practices that you do in your music with. Like, I definitely recognize stuff like that, and when you hear the second episode, we talked about that some more, about how we often take on the whole persona of the people that we are inspired by, and that can still be very problematic. You know what I'm saying? So. Ways that like you separate yourself from that, especially with working in like a high male industry.
Man, tell me about it.
What does like keeping up a safe space look like to you as a DJ?
Keeping up a safe space to me is making sure that every person finds at least one song that they like. So like, you know what, I remember, I think this is like one of the most memorable moments of my DJ career, and it's so random. I DJ'd a high school homecoming week. Like the entire week I was out there. And there was just like this group of kids, like, they just they weren't messing with anything I played. And I played like everything. And they just weren't rocking with it. And I remember like the one day, one of the girls in the group wore a SpongeBob t-shirt. And I was like, I wonder, like, I was like, let me just drop SpongeBob Campfire and see what happens. And I played it, and every kid in the group just started dancing, like smiling, dancing, singing. And when it was done,
that story made me so happy.
Man, but when it was done, like,
they went right back.
Right, when they were like, when the song was, they went right back. Like,
oh my God!
But
that was affirmation.
Yeah, and then two of the girls of the group messaged me on Instagram, and they was like, we just want to say thank you for playing SpongeBob. We usually hate going to the homecoming week stuff because DJs don't play anything that we like or know, but you know, you played the SpongeBob song, it makes us loosen up a little bit. We started dancing more after that, And I was like, wow, that's beautiful.
That is so beautiful.
So it's just like, I just want to see a space where everyone feels welcome to come dance. Because like you can tell they weren't, like they didn't mess with the popular kids or the jocks or like the nerds.
They didn't have a lunch table to sit at.
They didn't. You know, they just kind of came together by themselves. And I know how that feels because I was that kid.
Yes.
So it's like, you know, I wanted to just, any safe space I create whenever I'm DJing, if I can make at least every single person do 1 2-step or just smile once or hit a, oh, I haven't heard this in so long.
Yeah.
My heart is warm.
That's good.
Because that means I did my job. That means whatever you had going on outside of these walls, you forgot about it for those 0.2 seconds or however long that smile lasted, that dance lasted, wherever song I played that you had nostalgia from, it took you back to a happier moment or a happier time. And that's a beautiful thing to me.
That's what's up. So, we have reached another beautiful episode, but I got maybe 1 or 2 more questions to you.
Hit me. What up? I gotta finish this res anyway.
That's cool. What is a hood wife to you?
A hood wife is a down-ass chick. Somebody's gonna hold you down. She hood. You know what? A hood wife is going to make the most out of whatever you got. It don't matter what it is. It don't matter what it is. Like, y'all could be struggling, and she gonna make whatever y'all got last until y'all good again. And she gonna like ride with you through it all, like through the highs and the lows. She's gonna be there no matter what.
Are you a hood wife?
Based on my definition, I am. Based on my definition, yeah.
I definitely consider you to be a real hood wife in Chicago. You are the realest I know.
Thank you.
Why don't you tell the wonderful, beautiful people where they can find you at, what you got going on, what's new with you, what's popping with you?
Yes, of course. You can find me on all social media at symbol DJ CaSera. DJ Cash like money, era like a new era hat. My website is always live and popping, www.djcashera.com. What I have coming up on December 28th, I am throwing my very first event myself. It is an all R&B soul party.
What's the dress attire? I want to come there in some lingerie.
You know what? That's a beautiful thing. It is grown and sexy. Whatever that means to you.
Oh, can you pick me up? I can't be on a bus and it's like a fucking lingerie.
Unfortunately, I cannot pick you up because I'm DJing somewhere else. Probably get to go to my own event.
God, you're making that
for my
money.
own event. I'm very excited and so blessed to be able to do this. But it's my first time throwing an event, so I am very, very excited for this. It's 21 plus from 9 p.m. to 2 a.m. at a Lulu Brew Pub, December 28th. It's called Mission Kiss a Boo. It's to help you find a boo to kiss on New Year's. Ooh!
I ain't gonna even lie, that shit cold. That shit cold.
I got that. I just approved the design of official DJ CaSera t-shirts.
Yes.
That will be dropping in January of 2019. That, and then I am going on tour with this artist by the name of Apollo Mighty at the end of 2019. And that is what I have lined up thus far. But more to come, of course. I never stop working.
You never do. Well, DJ CaSera or CaSera.
Don't do that. I gotta leave.
I thought that would have been suited. It felt good to do.
I want to say thank you so much because you are out here working with your book, your poster, you going crazy. I see you working, I see you hustling, you always striving. Them wheels are always clicking in your head, and you're younger than me. The fact that you're younger than me is so inspiring because I feel like there is no limit to what you will do. If I had the type of mind capacity that you have now when I was your age, man, I can't even imagine where I would be right now. You are going crazy right now. This podcast is beautiful. It is not easy doing a podcast. It is not easy because there are so many elements.
There's so many elements of this. I have to do a lot of research.
You do. You have to book your guests. You have to research your guests. You have to record the audio. You have to edit the audio. You have to produce it, promo. It's a lot of work.
She gets it.
And you're doing it by yourself.
Thank you.
Like, my job is easy because I have a website to post it on a platform. You're doing this all on your own.
Thank you.
But you have a full community of people that are supporting you and backing you like no other. I want you to know that you are not alone in this. I love you beyond words.
I love you.
Thank you for having me on here. This is amazing.
This was such a great episode.
I'm so glad that everyone now knows my sex life.
Yeah, I'm actually probably finna like go home and like probably watch some gay porn.
You should.
And I'm like,
good job.
Drink something.
Proud
well,
of
I'm
you.
like pretty lit right now.
Hey,
I'm not gonna lie.
you're welcome.
Thank you so much. Is there anything else you want to let us know? Or are you good? Should I ask?
You know what? I'm gonna end it with something that my grandpa would always tell me.
Yeah.
Don't take no wooden nickels.
Yes.
And all that means is don't take no shit.
Yes.
That's it.
Yes.
Shout out to my grandpa.
Shout out.
Peace.
Yes. Well, DJ CaSera, I truly thank you for being a real Hoodwives of Chicago.
Thank you.
I thank you all for tuning in for another special episode. You are watching or listening to the Real Hoodwives of Chicago, a real show with hot sauce stories. Cha.
You're feeling salty, can't have no nanny. I'm not your mommy and you's a poppy. You found your hobby, how about that? Running up, you just the runners up. Got cherries and blossoms and buttercups. No chocolate and pussy is honey nut. I'll climb you like trees, don't fall for the breeze. Just stay on your limbs, but niggas will leave. They blow in the breeze.